Hello again, and thank you for clicking on step number 3 to find out what the third category is. And please don't shoot the messenger on this one. I'm a single parent, 2 amazing daughters, and this has really hit home for me. This is our third category. It's our current financial issues in North America. Again, global-wide issue, but we're just going to talk about North America here for today, and actually primarily the United States. Now, many of us have had jobs. Some, you work, you're a full-time employee, which is great. We have to work. We have to bring in money for our family because we have to provide. We're parents. That's our job. And the average full-time employee works 45.5 hours per week, which I would argue that's actually a low number. Between your commute to work and everything else, I would say that's a low number. But anyway, it's a lot of time to take away from the family. Right now, even working Monday through Friday, day in, day out, living for those 2 short freedom days, Saturday and Sunday, you work decade in, decade out at a job. Only 5% of us ever retire financially free by the age of 65. 5%. Can you imagine? I mean, you're running on this hamster wheel called a job because you have to. You're a responsible adult, but yet it's never going to stop. Why? Because 95% of us will always have to have a job. We'll never be financially free. Keep in mind, there's a solution coming. Now, what happens when we have these jobs? Well, it takes us away from our children, and it makes us really feel guilty. We don't want to leave them. We would love to hang out with them all day long, but we just can't. We have to provide for them. But statistically, when our children are under the age of 6 years old, we only get to spend 2 hours a day with them. And sadly, when they're between the ages of 6 and 17, we're only able to spend about 47 minutes per day with them. It's just simply not enough. Things have to change, but we have to obviously provide for our families, correct? Of course we do. I'm a single mom, 2 kids. I get it. Now, here's a graph of family households with children under the age of 6 years old. Here's how it's broken up currently in the United States. Now, 53% of Americans live above low income. 23% are near poverty. 24% are at poverty level or lower. Let me show you what those numbers really look like when we make dollars and cents out of it all. So here's the federal income guidelines for a family of 4. Keep that in mind, please. Now, above low income, that amount for a family of 4, annual income is $47,249. Low income, right? So that means you're below the low income level, is 47% of the U.S. population. Near poverty, that means your family of 4 is bringing in on an annual basis a mere $23,625 to $47,248. If you are at the poverty level or lower, you're making less than $23,624 per year for 4 members of your family. I know how to stretch a dollar, but that's almost an impossible job. I don't know how families do it. I know the unemployment rate is much lower and has been for a handful of years, but it doesn't show how many people may have a job, but they're underemployed. They're not earning what they're worth, and that's the whole goal. You need to earn what you're worth and like what you do and provide for your family at the same time, because even with all of these sacrifices, all the time spent at work away from our children, 47% of Americans are still living below the American government's low income standard, and also half of those are recognized as being in the poverty range. But wait, it gets even worse, guys, and this really hit me. These statistics are actually amplified if you're a single parent household, single mom, single dad, your aunt taking care of the kids, grandparent, what have you, single parent household. Now, this is a graph of a single parent versus 2-parent families. 2-parent families make up 11% of the poverty scale. It means the people who live in poverty in today's day and age in the United States, 89% of them are made up of single parents. Now, single parents who actually really need more of the financial help than anyone else because everything lands on their shoulders. But here we have a solution. What is it? Well, I tell you how to get there. Click on step number 4 below and watch the next video for the answers. I can't wait to go through this with you. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you in a second.